My name's Samantha Flickinger, and I'm interviewing my grandma, Sherry Bergmeier.
I lived on a farm in Longford area. We had no running water, no indoor toilet, and I rode to school 1.5 miles, but we went from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and after 4 o'clock we had to walk the 1.5 miles home. We were in a one-room school with all 8 grades. It averaged about 2 to 3 people per class, and our main subjects was reading, writing, and arithmetic. I suppose my teacher was Mrs. Strunk, and I had her all 5 grades. I worked for Mrs. Kirby, and we did income tax, and that was when I was probably 20-some years old. The only thing is Grandma Ord would tell you about her school teaching days. The school teacher had to go and they had wood burning stoves or coal burning, and she had to go and light up her stove and get it warm for the students when they got there, and then she also had to clean the schoolhouse after they left. And she taught for I don't know for sure how many years, but several. We played softball. In the wintertime we played fox and geese, and also we would have pom-pom pull away, we called it. We'd have races. We'd race each other so you could run the fastest. That's about it, I guess. For me, it was kind of hard because I had no idea what cheerleading was, as I came from out in the country, and we didn't have that kind of thing, and we didn't have tryouts. They just voted us in. And I was so surprised when my name was called that I was a cheerleader. And then we all 4 got together and just made up our own cheers. They had to be below the knee. We wore bobby socks and white shoes, or they were white and black, I think. Our shoes were. And our sweaters were very heavy, and they were dark blue, and they were hot. And we wore a blouse under them. We also wore a white blouse underneath them with a collar that come out of the neck. Well, I was the oldest of the three of us. I have a sister that's 3 years younger than me, and a brother that's 5 years younger than me. And I always had to watch him when he was little. And when he got older, he was in the 1st grade, and I was probably a 6th grader. And when he'd walk to school, it never failed. He'd fall down and get himself all dirty, and we'd have to brush him off, Sis and I. And we rode horses a lot in the summertime, went down the creek and played in the creek with the horses, and we made playhouses, and I don't know, we didn't have toys like you kids do nowadays. We made our own toys. We used to make our playhouses and played in the hay mound, played in the hay, played with our cats. We had some rabbits at one time we played with. And then we had some ducks. You want me to tell the story about the duck? Well, this old Drake used to pick on these little baby ducks, and I decided I was going to fix him so he wouldn't pester them little ducks. So I hit him with the ball bat, and I hit him just right, and I killed him. So Mom said, well, now that you killed him, you've got to dress him. So I proceeds in dressing him. And it took me all day to do it. And she cooked him then for supper that night. And my sister took a look at that duck on that plate, and she seen us snickering, and she said, "You killed my duck!" And off she took to her room and she bawled all night because we had killed her duck. And we had gobs of them. I don't know why she was so on that one duck. I think I'd like to be remembered as a good cook. I like to cook. I liked working at the restaurant when I worked up there. I guess I'd like to be remembered that way.
This concludes my interview with my grandma, Sherry Bergmeier.